They're all
You probably set up
That's
this
good.
account like 8 times.
Is that better?
Turn your camera on.
How do I turn that on?
There's a little button at the bottom in the middle that looks like a
Oh, that
camera.
thing.
Tap. Oh, there he
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
I
We
can
did
see
it.
myself.
Are you in your lair?
Yeah, I'm in my basement that I'm renovating.
Oh, nice.
Renovations.
Down in the basement. Where are you at?
I'm in my dirty living room, so I'm not gonna show my. But I've got my dogs. My dogs are here. And where's Jim? Jim's in this now.
I'm in the studio.
Are you just gonna do reaction, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh. I want you guys to feel at home.
You want to? Yeah.
Good.
Did you get a Red Bull? I got a sugar-free Red Bull.
You look at that. Look at all that. Jessica told me to do it in another room, but I was like, no, reality. Feel.
That's the difference between men and women. Is I'm gonna do it at a bare wall, so everybody thinks I live in a minimalist palace, and not a filthy furniture mismatched piece of garbage.
This palace.
Yeah, my minimalist palace.
Well, and men are also dying more from COVID-19 because we're pussies.
Is it true?
Think about how long it's gonna take before people are like, oh, he's got man COVID, you know, like got ventilator in an ICU. Oh, look at Terry's got man COVID. I powered through it because I'm so great.
Oh my God. Do you have COVID yet?
Not yet.
Have you been trying to get it?
I'm kind of hoping to be patient zero of Strathcona County. You know, like wouldn't be a bad way to go out.
No, I mean, you just wouldn't get a very good funeral.
You're right. And I don't really do a lot in the community, so the back 3 rows of my church funeral would be empty.
The back 3?
My funeral is going to be attended like a Jim Kerr open mic. It'll bar parents. And nothing else. There are some good ones. Now on the podcast, I thought we should make.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now we can see his face. So if he's not enjoying himself, like, we'll be able to tell, and so will our audience. This is gonna be a weird episode. Do you know what I did today?
What did you do?
I went to Canadian Tire. I'm in the shadow. I went to Canadian Tire and I bought kettlebells.
Woo.
You know what?
Kettlebells.
I got what?
Fucking balloons with glitter in them. Yeah.
They're lady kettlebells too, because they got a woman on them. They got a woman on them, and I'll take a picture. And they have a lady on them, and they're orange, lime, and lavender. That's gonna be me at the end of the pandemic.
Yeah, you're gonna come out of this with rock hard abs. I know that.
Yeah. How do I turn this around here? No, don't look at my living room. Where did I go? Did I disappear?
No, we can see it.
Can you see my face?
I can see your face.
Okay, because I can't see my square anymore. Oh, there I am. This is.
I can't. Not worth it. It might not be worth it. I can't see myself.
No, I just don't want it to be like on. I'll show you my living room. It's all. I don't like it right now. How do I flip this? This is because there. I've got a bookshelf that broke. It broke because I had all these books on it, far side, and all these big heavy books, and this stupid IKEA shelf couldn't take it. So it broke, And I didn't even notice it until one day I was just standing here and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't hear it happen. I didn't hear anything. Yeah. And then we've got Adam's mattress over there that we got to throw out and a bunch of trash. So.
Guys always hang on to mattresses longer than girls.
Stay on the
More sentimental about mattresses than you guys.
I'm not well, I guess I'm only sentimental over a mattress when I spent a lot of money on it.
If like there was a certain good-looking guy you had sex with on it, would you like? That's. I would put it
Hey,
back.
I need a mattress Hall of Fame if I was gonna do that. Hey-o. But no, I don't. Don't you? Well, you don't ever think about it because you're married. But like, yeah, how many people? I think about when you're in a hotel. How many people have banged in the bed that I'm in? Okay, good. I'm not alone. I thought I was like the only pervert that's like, I wonder how many dirty people have had sex here.
I don't know. I really don't think about that.
What do you?
Well, I think it's because when you go to a hotel, you're having sex, what makes you think of other people that have done the same thing.
No, just when I get in there.
Like I would think more about the masturbation.
How many people masturbated?
There's so many people.
Is your phone just like on your table and you're like looking down at it? Like,
no, what's wrong with what I'm doing?
I can only see your eyes.
Oh, there we go. But now I'm.
Just hold your thing back.
You should have seen how bad my corporate comedy show was.
Please tell us about what happened at that.
Like, think about what's happening right now. Imagine me going, "Hey, can you see me?" So he's like professional. What the fuck? I'm still in the wrong spot. Like,
you sound better now, though.
There we go. That's a sort of better.
You sound way better now.
I sound better?
Yeah, you were. That's what you sounded like for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was cutting out.
Oh no, I'm right. So, anyways, that's what happened in that corporate comedy thing. He was like, afterwards, he called me. He's like, "You did a good job, but you were too far away from your router." You kept cutting out. I was like, I was close to that router. I got defensive right away. And the other thing is they were doing way funnier things than what I was doing. So I had listened to them talk for 5 minutes and they kept changing their backdrops to like pictures of their boss eating chicken and stuff. They kept changing their backdrops to funny pictures that they had of their coworkers doing stupid shit.
Yeah, you can do that on Zoom.
Yeah, so I'm watching this and like I'm not laughing because I don't know any of these people. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like they're laughing, they're doing funnier things than what I'm gonna do. And then I started, and then I'm like, "Hey guys, just 4 tiles of there's me, my head,
yeah,
and then there's 4 tiles of other people's heads that are watching me. And on the side, there's like a scrolling text thread.
And people can talk while you're doing your show.
Yeah, people are. Yeah, so people are like
silent heckling.
Group chat on the side of my face when I'm like, so the other day I was eating bananas and they're texting like this. What is this shit? And
oh my god! You like silent heckle.
And like I was like comedically I was bad. Like I was telling jokes into a phone, but I'm just and then I'm reading little texts as they go by. Like somebody will be like, "I'm coming back later," or like, "I'm leaving the party. Text me when he's done."
Yeah.
It was not what I should be doing.
No, and
it was like their 900th Zoom meeting of the year, and my first time being on anything like it. Like, hey, what a crazy new world! Isn't this fucked up? And you can tell they're like, we do this all the time.
All the time. Like, even before this, people were Zooming a lot.
We did this
We're
all
just idiots. It took us 15 minutes to get you in this chat. It took us 15 minutes to get you into this thing.
Oh, God. Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing. I tried to do it on the laptop. What I find I'll be like, oh, to hell with it, and then I'll Google how to fix my internet problem.
Yeah.
And it's always the very first step that I can't do. They're
What
like,
is
well,
the first step?
first of all, look at your contacts list. And I'm like, okay, good. Let's just get that out of the way. And then I look, I have no contacts list. I can't even get step 1 of a 9-step process. It's good. But no, the internet comedy show never did. I bomb. It was bad. Internet bad.
Oh my God. And that's funny that one of their new complaints. Well, he swore a bit, but he wasn't standing close enough to his router.
When I start teaching comedy in the future, I'm gonna teach a class on mic technique and editing. Don't 5 feet or less from your router. Welcome to comedy. No.
I like the industrial decor that you have in your basement.
Well, it's real simple. It's a lot of chipboard. How do you like that?
Are you gonna put a toilet in there?
What's that?
Are you gonna put a toilet in there?
We desperately need one, but I don't really, like with this coronavirus, probably not worth it.
We don't need toilets anymore.
We shouldn't have toilets. Oh, we do need toilets, but I think here's the thing for us: we're used to one toilet. We're a one toilet team.
Yeah.
Everybody knows to do their 2s and their 1s, do their
Yeah.
solids and their liquids. But we do need another one, but we don't have the money. We're not rich. We're not rich like Kathleen McGee. We're not getting that. What is that money that's coming?
Oh, the sound
there's
exchange?
No, not sound exchange. There's like one from the Alberta government. Jim would probably know more about this. It's like a one-time pay.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
at Kenny's mouth.
You just apply for it.
Yeah, I didn't apply for it because you're supposed to be social. You're supposed to be. It's not supposed to be for everybody. It's supposed to be just for people that have to self-isolate. Or that's what I read.
Yeah, I think that's what it's for, and for poor people.
Yeah, that's one thing to tell when you go on Facebook now, and you can see the level of somebody's frustration with not being able to get out of coronavirus government money. You can tell how broke they are just by how angry they are. That website is fun. About that, like, who the hell designed this fucking website? You're just like, honestly, Anna, this guy's got nothing. Please call back. Oh, I don't have it tomorrow. It's fun to see people desperate,
I mean, I think everybody's getting desperate, but maybe not people that are working. It's so weird because I'm like, I just feel like everybody is quarantined, and then I forget, like, because like Adam is always working. I forget that there are people that are like working through all this, which I can't believe people still have to work through this. Like, some people get to stay home and sit and self-isolate, and then some of you are just gonna have to go into it every day.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And it's
like, I think they should shut everything down and we just sit in our house for months. Whatever. Let's see who comes out of this alive.
And the funny thing is, it's the same people that are working all the time are the ones that we're like, get a real job, idiot. Like,
well, you are kind
you
of
don't
true
like
with that
working
because
at Walmart. Why don't you get an education like I did?
That is actually.
We're unemployed. We're like, give us money, government.
I was literally thinking of that earlier because I'm like, yeah, I bet you it's like all of like the super rich people are still working and all of these artists and stuff are just now just waiting for government money because they didn't get a real job. I don't know.
I don't know. I think you should have to prove that you're an artist. Like if I never got into stand-up,
yeah.
If I never got into stand-up, I would definitely be one of those Alberta guys that was like defund CBC. Fucking who are these?
Yeah, because you would have gone with different people, and those people that you would have been with would have been those people.
I just would have had an open disdain for anybody that was like, "Hi, I'm an artist." It's like, okay, so you're 1.3% more talented than I am, and and I have to earn it, and you get it from the fucking mailbox. No.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Although there are some artists that are really smart and that like. So they're using their brains, but not all of us.
Oh, no. Kathleen writes with her dildo.
I was like looking at sex toys. I'm like, I should buy some of these. Just panic buying sex toys. I'm just hoarding.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Vibrators.
A worldwide shortage.
Where are all the sex toys in the world? Kathleen has them in her second bedroom.
What's the best kind of sex toy available in 2020? Do you Google things like that?
I've like been looking at this one thing that's like, it looks like a little vacuum for your clitoris.
Oh, really?
That's
A little squirt, and they call it Squirt Devil.
The squirt devil. Well, I wouldn't call that one a squirt devil.
No?
No.
Oh, you gotta get your hot dogs in that bun to get that.
Yeah. You can't just take a vacuum and make the girl squirt. You gotta throw the dog in the bun.
You gotta work for it. Yeah, you can't just pick up fucking Triscuits off her rug. You know what I mean? You gotta get in there.
But yeah, there's one that looks like a little vacuum and it goes right there, and apparently I don't know what it does, but all the ladies are giving it 5-star reviews. So it's my birthday on Sunday if anybody wants.
I don't need no man.
On the list.
No, it's not. You can use it with a man.
Yeah, but you wouldn't, would you?
Oh yeah.
Huh. So you're a toys and person kind of guy?
Toys and person. I'm not afraid of toys.
Yeah, but there's a person there. It's kind of disrespectful, right?
I hope not.
Sure it is.
Oh, it's so ridiculous when men are like, oh, sure, that replaces me now. And I'm like, well, your dick doesn't vibrate. So
Yeah, but what if Adam was like, oh, here, roll over. I just have a pocket pussy this is going to be fun for us.
Yeah.
And you just got to sit there while he used it for 38 seconds.
Okay. I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to do something. I'm going to flip the laundry. Yeah, I'm just going to sit there and watch.
I'm going to sit there and watch.
No woman's going to sit there and watch a man masturbate.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's why Louis made the wrong choice on kink. Picked a very stupid kink.
I wonder if there are any female comedians that used to lock men in rooms and masturbate in front of them.
I don't know. Maybe Paula Poundstone.
That's who I was gonna say, but
yeah,
because she's a lesbian.
Like so Paula Poundstone seems like the kind of one that would be like, "Hey, sit down."
That's a good Paula Poundstone.
And you'd be like, "What? No, Paula, don't."
No, Paula, don't.
If you've ever said "No, Paula, don't,"
I've never said that in my life.
Paula, stop it.
That's a good name. It makes me
Paula.
laugh. Paula,
Shauna. I'm not a big fan of the just like a boy name and then add an A. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like when girls. We talked about this last time. I think when girls are named like boys.
What do you look?
What?
It looked like you were looking down at your chest.
I was pulling my shirt because it was bunching up.
This is a weird. Why are we doing a podcast like this? Is it who's scared of the coronavirus?
Well, I'm not. I don't know who's scared of it. I just don't. It's more I'm scared of people being like, I cannot believe that they're still not socially distancing each other, and then they just make you feel shitty for just trying to enjoy your life, what little life you have right now.
You know what's funny is there's going to be like a coronavirus notebook movie that's going to be the most romantic movie of all. I know.
There's going to be, I've been thinking about all the genres.
Two lovers will never rest.
There's going to be a coronavirus movie for all the genres.
You think even porn?
Oh, there's already. Have you not been on Pornhub since this happened? There are so many videos where they're wearing face masks.
My favorite
using
part,
lube as sanitizer.
My favorite part about it so far is that, with Trump, I think it was 2 days ago, Trump was talking about his ratings.
Oh my God, I know.
He was talking about how good his ratings were for the coronavirus press conferences. That's
better than The Bachelor.
That is the best thing a president could say. 2,000 people are dead, and you're like, you know what? We're getting some really good ratings. A lot of people are really interested in the corona.
Well, you know what? He's basically a movie president. Like he's like a National Lampoon's movie president right now. Like that's who he is. Like he's not even he's just like a little actor. There's no way he's making any decisions.
They're going to make movies about his presidency 50 years from now, and the kids that didn't live through it are going to be like, well, that didn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
It must have been exaggerated, right? And you're like, no, those are a direct quote. Those are all direct quotes.
Well, we now have like Twitter and stuff to like look back on. Maybe Twitter will be gone. Maybe it'll all be over. Maybe everything will go away.
Bounce right back.
Like Kathleen's too high again.
You know, like after a girl has a baby, she's like, well, that's never going to be the same vagina. You know?
Yeah.
And then it's very elastic, right?
Does it just bounce back? Is that a myth that you lose
There's
your pussy when you have a baby?
Well, it bounces back to an extent. You know what I mean?
To an extent. A good extent or a bad extent? Oh, Sean's frozen. Or am I frozen? No, Sean's frozen.
Oh no.
I wish we had the ability to draw like play-by-play on his face right now.
Yeah.
I just tapped his face and nothing happened.
I could remove him from the call and then call him back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Remove him.
Remove him.
Remove him, please.
He's been removed. Now.
Sean LeComber has been removed. Now bring him back.
Now, which Sean LeComber was it?
It was the _1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's
Sean LeComber.
There's like 7 Sean LeCombers.
_1.
People are stealing Sean's identity.
Yeah. All right. Here
Let's meet Dottie. Hello, Dottie.
Oh.
He's so cute. Thank you. She's very cuddly right now. Well, she's been very cuddly this whole time.
That's nice. Good audience.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it was fun that one episode where we had your dogs there
Yeah, I know.
early on.
That was one of the first ones.
Yeah. I believe that episode, for reference, is called Eugene Shit on the Couch.
Did he shit on the couch?
No, that's what we call
Okay.
the episode.
Okay. He must have shit on my couch at some point because he loves to just do whatever he wants. He's eating ice cream off of Adam right now.
I'm calling
Adam
two
dropped-
on the covers right now. All right, I'll take note of what time this is happening so I can cut this out.
Well, I mean, you could just leave it in. It's real interesting.
That is true.
This is where we should have sponsors.
That's
When
true.
Sean's-
This episode brought to you by coronavirus.
Yeah, this episode. But if you want to be brought to you by you, give us money and we'll make that happen.
That's right, people.
Was that a good pitch? Was that a good pitch?
Yeah. This could be you.
Now,
Where'd you go, bro?
maybe he has to go upstairs. Maybe he's not close enough to his router.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
He's back. He's back. He's next to the router again.
Grandpa's phone died.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. I was like talking and then I was like, why are their faces black?
I love when he that you came to like a podcast phone call without a cord or
Nothing. I
You
didn't even know what I was doing.
I'm laughing, but I just plugged mine in because I was worried.
I was down to like 10% when the call started, but I didn't realize Skype really bleeds it.
You thought you could do an hour-long podcast on a 10%?
I was thinking about plugging it in halfway through, and then boom.
It was not even a quarter, or maybe we were at a quarter.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Did you even get a lottery ticket?
Yeah, Adam was out and he grabbed us a package of them.
That's good. Hey Jim, are you still working at work?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Oh, God.
It's fine. It's good.
Do you have to sanitize?
Everyone's sanitizing constantly. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Is that where all the Purell is with the government? Because I can't find Purell anywhere.
No.
No.
I just don't even do any of it, you know?
You don't even wash your hands?
Don't even wash your hands. Don't have a bath. Don't have a shower.
Have you stopped washing your hands out of principle?
Yeah, I think that's how anti-vax I am. I just think we should just be left to our own devices, you know? That's how you avoid it.
That's true. Did you get the flu shot this year?
No, I don't get those.
I got it.
You did?
I got the flu shot. Yeah, I always get the flu shot.
Did it work?
Well, I don't have COVID-19.
Different disease, Kathleen.
I thought it was like a flu.
It is sorta.
It's like a flu, but it's different.
But it's stronger. Okay. It's a maxi flu.
I think we're up to like 815,000 people have it or something like that.
Yep. And then the White House announced today that between 250,000 and like 100,000 people are going to die. And then I'm like, oh, it's going to be way more because the White House is saying it. If a scientist was like, this, how many are going to die, I believe him. But the White House is underplaying everything. I've heard like a million people in America are going to die.
No, I think he's setting it up so that like he says 100 to 200,000 will die. And then that way, if 68,000 die, he'll be like, what a victory. We did it. We showed science again. So he's setting it up to be like anything sub 100,000 deaths is a major victory for his administration, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then we'll look at it and be like, look at that. It was only 24 9/11s. We did a pretty good job of keeping it under 25 9/11s.
That's awful and funny.
It is funny though, because you see like pictures of the dead in Italy, like I saw this like scroll. They kept scrolling these, and it was all old people. Like they were old as fuck.
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
yeah, it's like older people and people with compromised systems are gonna. This is dangerous for them. But they also like over 400,000 or something has recovered already.
Yeah, I wonder what it's gonna do to fat people. You know. I don't think fat people are gonna do great with this one.
Why?
I don't know. They just never do.
With a flu?
No, that's how they get them. You know, fat people. It's gonna be, you know, they just go down easy. Have you ever visited an old person in an old folks home?
Yeah.
Nobody's fat. There's no fat people.
Not when you get old. Yeah. It's all little tiny people.
Yeah.
You're an observational human, not just a comedian.
Where's my check?
You observe a lot. But then I've never even thought of that. Like, yeah, you never see like morbidly obese people in their 80s.
No.
It's rare.
Hey, Jim's recording this call. What a fucking creep. That would normally that would really creep you out. If you're like, this is a fun call between friends. Who's recording this?
Jim's just sitting there looking at us recording it like a creep.
Yeah.
Don't ask to see my feet, okay? Don't ask to see my feet. That's not
your feet.
Guys
that's right.
Why do guys love feet?
Guys do not love feet.
Well, there are I've never met a woman that loves feet, like as a foot fetish, but I've met a million men that love feet.
I don't know. I don't get it. As far as I'm concerned, the lady's body cuts off below the calf. You know, I don't even see her ankle.
I'm glad you went to the calf at least.
Yeah. Why would you feet? That's like what monkeys eat with. You know.
Well, yeah, but some people are obsessed with feet. Like,
no. You got to be really a weirdo to get into that.
To love feet?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you then, I would say about 80% of men are weirdos.
Because what it says to me is like, if you are attracted to the least attractive part of the body, then you must be crazy for the rest of it, right? Like, you're into get those breasts away from me. You have the part of the body that you don't like that much.
That would be funny if you met a dude that was horrified by breasts.
Yeah,
Totally straight, but horrified by them. Just made him like want to vomit every time he saw them.
he reacts to breasts the same way most of us react to feet. Where he's
Yeah.
like, oh, look at that one's all.
You're far away from the router again.
I'm right next to the router.
Maybe that's your problem.
Should I get farther away from the router?
Well, no. Okay, my dogs are freaking out. Yeah. No, you're good now. You look like you have like little halo right now.
See, the thing is, I can only see a tiny thing of myself.
I know.
I just looked like an idiot. But I would look worse if it was the full one. But no, I wish you guys could have seen the corporate comedy online show. You would have laughed at like how
many people were there?
I think there was about 50 people in his company watching.
And did you notice anyone not watching?
There were people like getting up and grabbing food and talking to their families and stuff. Like they were mostly on mute.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too, is everybody's on mute. So you're talking, you're telling jokes or whatever, and you can't hear anything.
And you can only read the silent heckles floating by.
The tiles, and you're hoping that somebody, so I started talking to them. I started doing like, online crowd work.
That's a good idea.
Or just be like, Greg Kwong, you piece of shit. And then and then he would unmute himself and be like, hey, quit it. But he was the owner. Like it's they're wealthy. Obviously they've got money to throw around. It was a pub night. That's what it was, a virtual pub night.
And this was on their time off?
Yeah, they're all at home. They're working from home, every one of them.
So this was at nighttime?
At 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Wow.
Yeah,
I love that companies are like, we're a good company. You work from home and we get you a comedian. And you can play ping pong when you come back at the ping pong table.
Oh, yeah. Just to be a part of it is like, oh, hey, we got a comedian. And you're like, oh, God. Like, but I mean, like, what? That's life. What are you going to do? Turn it down? Yeah.
What are you going to do?
And they were nice people, right? It wasn't like, it wasn't them. It was me. It actually was me that was like not good. Like staring at my laptop going, hey, everybody.
Yeah, because that's not where you do stand up normally. And it's so awkward and weird. And like, yeah. See, I don't know. It's, I would be too in my head for that whole show just because I'd be like, the whole time I'd be like, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. I'd be too in my head. It wouldn't work well.
You feel like you've gone crazier this week than you were last week? Are you getting?
Oh, no, I'm great. Like in my life, but I'm saying if I had to do one of those shows, I would be in my head the whole time. Because you can't hear people laugh, and you can't, and like sometimes that's the other thing. Sometimes there's like a weird delay. So even if you can't hear them, but you can see them, they'll start laughing like 2 seconds after you told the punchline. So it'll just feel weird in your head seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, it was gross.
I wonder how many comics have done online corporates. I haven't heard of many. You're in an elite class, Sean LeConver. You're going to sweep up on those online corporates.
Yeah, and scoop up. I mean, there's not going to be many. That's for sure. It's not. You think about real life corporates suck.
Yeah.
One where you're like, hey, I'm just going to do it on my computer. Like, you'd think it would be easier because you don't even have to leave your house.
Where did you do it? In that background?
No. I picked an upstairs background.
That would have been funny, if you had just done it there. And they're like, we're not paying him enough.
It's just ripped down.
He needs to finish his basement.
I did it myself. That's all I can do is demolish things.
Are you going to build walls? Or is it going to be an open concept?
No, there's not a whole lot of open concept laundry room basements anymore. That'd be kind of cool though, to do like a full open concept basement.
Yeah, like nothing.
TV on top, washer and dryer.
Oh, so you have to build walls. That's weird. I'm going to get a drink.
I got to build a wall. Yeah, we got to build walls. A couple walls.
We're going to build a couple walls.
You don't have to do anything at your place, right? Because you're a renter?
No, I own.
Well, you own it.
Yeah, I own it. Well, I don't own it. The bank owns it. It's not me. Look, I'm going to get a neutral from my fridge.
No, those are gross.
They are fine.
No, they're not. They taste like nothing.
Well, yeah, I love nothing.
Oh God.
It's perfect.
What flavor is it? Let's see.
What? What flavor? Oh, I wanted the lime, but this one's grapefruit.
See, what happens to me is I'll be at like a barbecue or a bar mitzvah or like camping or something, and then all the good alcohol's gone and everybody's hammered, and you try one of those and you just can't even get through it, even though you're drunk and you want more drunk. You still can't power through a neutral.
You can't?
No.
I got a lime one. I can. This is like one of the only things I can chug. Like everything else is too much, but I can chug a neutral.
It's
Don't
just
make
one of
me.
the only things I can chug.
I also have a big box of red wine, which
you getting-
Adam calls
are you getting
Kathleen's
drunk
cry
quite a bit?
juice.
Cry juice.
Drunk a lot?
Adam calls red wine Kathleen's cry juice because every time I drink red wine, I have a mental fucking breakdown. And then he's like, maybe you shouldn't drink red wine anymore. I'm like, I like having my breakdowns. Because I'm insane. Okay, let's just be real. But
I think it's for like what poor people do instead of ayahuasca.
Red wine?
Yeah.
Red
Sort of like
wine is a poor man's ayahuasca. That's like the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Caffeine can little
It does. It makes you go loopy.
But it makes you cry? Like, does it make you call people? Say why you're crying?
No, I don't call people. I mostly just like end up on the floor, passed out crying, or I scream cry at a family wedding. It's just never a good idea for me to drink red wine in public, especially. But privacy of my own home where I can melt down alone, it's actually kind of cathartic.
I had to break down and watch Tiger King.
Oh yeah, because you had to, because no one would shut up about it. And I watched it at the beginning of last week. Like I turned on Netflix. I'm like, what is this? So I watched it, and then everybody like for days was like, you need to watch Tiger King, and I'm like, I've seen it already.
I already saw it. I didn't even care about it.
I mean, it's good. It's a good distraction for people.
Carol Baskins is innocent.
Do you think she fed him to the tiger? I totally would have.
I think
you have tigers to eat your husband? Why wouldn't you?
You know how some people have gaydar or like very insightful or whatever? I don't have any of that.
You said gaydar or very insightful?
Yeah, you know how people can like see something and go, oh, I know something. But the only thing I'm good at reading is when somebody says, and that's the last time I saw them. I can really tell whether or not it was the last time they saw them, you know? So when Carol Baskins is like, yeah, and then he had to leave real early, super early, and that was the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was not the last time. Like, you saw him when you cut him into 3 pieces and threw him into a Bengal cage.
Yeah. Didn't they say she chopped him up in a wood chipper? Or is that a different show?
Might have been a different one. But that is the full meal deal. Like to kill a guy and then wood chip him.
That's Fargo. That's what that is.
What would your dream be? Like, what would your dream murder scenario in a domestic
situation? Like if I was the murderer or if I was being murdered?
Let's do both. What would be your preferred method of domestic death for yourself?
Okay. I think if I was going to get murdered, I would prefer like a bullet to the head. But like, are we talking disposal too?
Well, I'm thinking like you can't pick one that's immediate, right? You have to pick a slow one. You can't just because everybody would say bullet to the right?
Yeah, because that's easy.
So you got to pick like a sword to the tummy.
Sword to the tummy. Sword. Oh my God! Wait, somebody's here. Hold on.
Will you have food waiting? What is she doing?
What the hell's going on here?
I love how this is supposed to be a podcast. Everybody leaves.
Kathleen, where are you? She's still there.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
She said she had to leave. Well, we don't need her. Who cares?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good. What have you been doing with your days? Just breaking stuff?
I do break things. I go to the grocery store. I mean, I'm not doing social distancing like you're supposed to. I still have to get it. I go to 7-Eleven once every 3 days. I go to the grocery store once every 3 days. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not quarantining. That's for sure.
I had to get on my parents because they all of a sudden were sending me pictures like, here we are lined up outside of Costco, and oh, there's nothing in the shelves at Walmart. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, Mom, how many times have you gone to the grocery store in the last 2 weeks? Oh, like I don't know, like 10. Like, how many times do you normally go? She's like, well, like, what?
Really blame them, right? Like, they got, it's like we're telling all these old people to stay inside, and they're like, well, guess what? I don't have a lot of fucking.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, she's
Oh my
back.
God. Wait, there I am.
Where did you go?
Well, my buzzer was ringing, and I don't know if there's something to be delivered. I ordered donuts, but not till Saturday.
Donuts.
Well, it's my birthday on Sunday, so I ordered myself Donut Party donuts.
Nice.
They're amazing.
Kathleen, did you know that they sell shirts that say "I love DP"?
DP, yes, and I really can't believe I don't have one yet. That's like, I can't. We should get the Donut Party to sponsor us. If they would just give us 3 donuts a week, I would make them sponsors. How do we? Who do we know that's at Donut Party?
Well, we should get Kathleen.
Mm-hmm.
I love TP, and then it's you laying a bunch of toilet paper with 3 men inside you. Some fun coronavirus triple penetration material. Whenever they said they were out at TP, I was like, I can find 3 guys to put it in me, you bitch.
You know what they're never out of at the store? Those like flushable wipes that you're not supposed to flush. But I'm like, why is everyone panicking? There's still wipes. Go pick up a bunch of wipes.
Are those available still?
They're everywhere.
And those are the best.
Yeah, I haven't even bought some. I should go and buy some.
I don't know. I do get a little panicky when I go to the grocery store and see like whole aisles gone, and you're like, oh, how bad could this get?
Yeah, the first time I went to a grocery store, I went to a superstore on like the Tuesday on St. Patrick's Day, and all the canned goods were gone, and all the toilet paper was gone, but everything else there was lots of, even produce.
A lot of vegan stuff, a lot of essential oils.
There's a lot of essential oils being bought up right now.
But I feel bad for like the Walmart workers. Like, you're putting when I'm in Walmart, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, imagine being an employee there. Like, can you think of how awful you'd feel? Most of the customers are not, right? They're not normal. Hand washing is not a part of their normal instinct package. So that most of your customers, if they touch you, you could die.
Yeah.
Can I get into your box enclosure? I have to get a game out of there. And it's like, I've been touching the glass for an hour trying to open it. Those people are fucking zombies. I wouldn't want to work.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be working in retail right now at all. I wouldn't want to be. Good for people that are doing it, and like I appreciate them because I'm a loser. Like, I wouldn't want to be a nurse right now.
And the funny thing is, like, that's how you know those jobs suck, because now everybody's unemployed, and still nobody's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go work at Walmart. Like, nobody's doing that.
Yeah, they're always hiring, so they're not ever fully. You're not ever like, oh my god, a Walmart opening, better jump on it before someone else gets it.
Yeah. Oh, once you're in the Walmart, once you're in there, you never leave. That's what I've heard. I just feel bad for them. Like, what is an essential service and what is a non-essential service? We still haven't really figured that out.
I mean, I literally think the only things that should be open right now are grocery stores, pharmacies, liquor stores, weed stores, restaurants. But that's it. No retail. What is any retail being open for?
I mean, we talked about homelessness last time. What about prostitutes? Like, this has got to be a tough time for street.
Well, yeah, they're not getting any work at all. You're not allowed
No.
to touch anyone.
Like, oh, you're hot. Like, that's bad now.
But you know who's raking it in? The cam girls.
I bet.
Cam girls have got to be raking it in big time right now.
The look but don't touch crew.
Well, it's like how many people are sitting there by themselves and like you can talk to a woman and watch her masturbate.
Remember when guys used to have like call chat lines?
Oh yeah, those like pick up the phone, just call me. We can have a really good time.
I
I
can't wait
remember
for
that
you
was
to
on.
talk. Like, ugh. I want you to talk all over my face. Who are the guys that were calling them?
The same guys that watch cams.
Oh, it's disgusting. You know?
I mean,
Isn't it gross to like call? Hi there, I'm a lady. Oh, I'm a guy. I'd like to take everything you're wearing and have it off. And then the girl goes, already done, you know, and then you're like, wow, this is awesome.
Have you ever called a 1-900 number?
No.
Never? Not even when your kid's a joke?
The one thing that I used to do as a fun joke was I used to call the kids' help phone all the time. As like we used to make prank phone calls to the kids' help phone.
That's not a good joke.
At the time, it was kind of fun.
That's so bad. What if a little kid wanted to get through?
Well, I guess he got the busy signal and the bridge jump. Beep, 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 jump. You know? Sorry, Don LeComber is telling a joke on the other line.
What would you say when you got a hold of them?
We would usually just say that we're gonna kill ourselves. You know, some variation of we're about to.
That's not a joke.
It was it seemed fun. It was fun at the time. I think we were.
I mean, for a kid, it probably seems like an edgy joke.
Yeah, like we thought we were like, oh, isn't this dangerous or whatever? Like this is funny because we would record the calls and then listen to them.
Just like Jim's recording this call. How did you record calls back then?
I don't even remember. Just one of my friends knew how to do it, but it was the same time as like the Jerky Boys and like there was other people doing it. So you could like tap your own phone kind of thing, right? So you were on a landline and you would call another landline and you could kind of tap your phone.
Yeah.
Record it onto a little cassette. So,
I remember Jana and I used to make radio shows in her basement, which I guess are the first podcasts ever. If I could find those, like we would just like record us talking like we had a radio show for like an hour. And I'm sure they're awful.
Did you guys play music?
Yeah, we would record off the radio. And we would talk, and then we would record a song off the radio, and then we would talk again. Because we had this old ghetto blaster that you could record, and it would record like you talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time I ever heard my voice. I'm like, do I sound like that?
And then was Jana like, do I sound like that?
Yeah.
You don't sound like that. Oh, yeah. I definitely had this moment, too, where I'd be like, that can't be what I sound like. Like, that can't be.
Like that
No, I don't sound that boring and awful and stupid.
I'm getting a lot of targeted ads right now because I'm on my phone 24 hours a day. And Vorcheck sent me an ad for these, you know, those like, I don't know, yoga girls wear them and stuff. They're like, they look like diapers. They're like a diaper onesie. And it's just like, they're ugly as fuck. And so I posted, I'm like, because Sport Check was like, maybe you want one of these? And I'm like, you don't fucking know me, Sport Check. I'm not going to wear one of those diaper onesies. Holy shit, did my DMs get flooded by women. They're actually very comfortable, and they actually look really cute. And I'm just like, no, it looks like you shit in your pants and you didn't take it out. Man. And I got it from everyone. Even Jana said she owns them and loves them. But I'm like, they're so ugly and stupid. I can't jump on that train because in 10 years, they're going to put pictures of these dumb girls wearing them on the internet and be like, look at what these idiots used to wear.
Well, does it make you look like you have a fatter bum or something?
No, it doesn't make you look good at all. They're like, you know, harem pants where it's like there's a dropped crotch. It's like a dress. It's like a dress pants thing. It's awful. I will post a picture of it on our Instagram so people, if they can't understand what I'm talking about there. But you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, I know the girl that wears that. Because every girl that messaged me about it, I'm like, yeah, I could definitely see you wearing those for different reasons. But they're
Well,
ugly.
just because it's not close to it's not pushing your vagina
Yeah,
up?
it's not right up against my clit with the little clit vacuum.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't. I like how you try to call me on a technicality. Like, well, it wouldn't be called a squirt devil because you're in the wrong spot, dummy.
Well, I'm just trying to help men out because clearly you guys don't understand that there are two different kinds of orgasms. And squirting doesn't usually happen when you're having your clit vacuumed.
Oh,
It's
no.
different. It's different.
Which one's better?
They're both good in their own little way.
See, I made you pick between two kids.
You just Sophie choiced my orgasms.
I love them both for different reasons. And sometimes I hate one of them and love the other.
Honestly, I think squirting is more for guys. I think I don't know. I think guys, it's more for them so they feel like they've accomplished something. Because you can't tell, at least like when a guy comes, you can tell, you're like, I did it, I got to come out. But if a girl comes, you can't always see, you don't get no cum.
Yeah, I got the venom out of the snake. Wow, you really made this gross. I don't know why.
Because I'm having a neutral.
Neutral. What time does Adam come home? Because he's working like around the clock now, right?
Yeah, he has a day off today. He's here. He's listening.
Oh, is he?
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's listening to you talk about my cum, and he's not happy. He's not happy right now.
He's listening and I'm recording. What a weird conversation.
Hey, it's a brand new world, people.
Kathleen's a cam, like you're basically a softcore cam girl.
You know what I want to be? I want to be the girlfriend experience cam girl. No sex or anything. I'll just sit there and be like, "What are you thinking?"
Where are you going? Yeah, like you basically sit in the corner, and then every time he puts his shoes on, you go, "Where are you going?" So you don't even say anything. But you just live for him to put his fucking shoes on. And then there's another version of you that's by the dishwasher, and you just shake your head while he's loading it.
Hey, that doesn't happen in this house because he doesn't even load it in this house.
Oh no?
It's just me on the dishwasher.
Yeah, but he's the cooker. He's the chef.
Yeah, and then I'm just the help. Sometimes the master pays me with food, but mostly I just clean. No, I don't. I don't do much of anything.
Is it considered in poor taste to like go to Jasper and stay in a hotel right now for a week and a half?
Well, yeah, I don't think you can even get into the national parks right now.
Oh no.
But like I've literally thought about that. I was like, even Adam's like, oh, I would love to like send you to a hotel for your birthday so you can have a bath because we just have a walk-in shower and I'm always bitching that I can never have baths. But it's expensive even still to stay in a hotel.
Like Jim, would you say it's okay to go stay in a hotel in Jasper or Banff right now, or is that really a bad idea?
Bad idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we're stuck here for a few months. That's the best part is everyone's like, by Easter. Easter Bunny is not bringing the cure to the coronavirus.
Well, yeah, I think if it extends beyond the end of April, people are going to start going crazy.
Somebody said there's not even going to be a vaccine for 18 months.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't do social distancing like this for 18 months. Like it wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I wonder when it's just going to be like, okay, you guys, we all have to go back to work, and if you get it, you get it.
I really think it'll be like June 1st.
Yeah.
Like that we can do 2 more months of this possibly, and then it's like, okay, well, we got to just ride this out. I mean, we tried our best.
So much because my April was full of shows. My May, full of shows. June, nothing. Nothing. All my months that had shows, canceled. Oh yeah, we'll rebook it sometime. And rebooking everything's going to be ridiculous.
Well, especially when you consider the bookers probably took half the money. The bookers took the deposit.
Oh
So
my God.
So they're just, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I got that deposit. But no, I don't. Yeah, that's the worst part. Is like, it'll be April, May, June, nothing, and then okay, we're gonna start doing stuff again in July and August, but nobody does anything in July and August anyway. So you're dead.
But people are going to want to do stuff now. Maybe Yuck Yucks will go back to having more than 3 shows in a weekend, which is embarrassing.
They'll probably come back and say, okay, we've learned a lesson from COVID-19. We're going to 2 and we're staying there.
Never more than 2 on a weekend. And guess what? Your rate is the same for both shows. As in, it's just you get one rate for 2 shows.
Yeah. I don't know.
Happen.
Yeah, I'm like now when I go to 7-Eleven, I'm gone for an hour, and nobody even asked why I was gone for an hour because everyone understands. Like, yeah, you got to get the fuck out of here.
You have to. That's the other thing is like people are saying, like, I don't take my dogs to the dog park anymore because they're saying you shouldn't be like someone could pet your dog and then could put the virus on the dog. So if I go for walks, I just have them on leashes and avoid people. But like, I shouldn't even be wearing my Fitbit right now because it's depressing. Because my Fitbit's like, hey, normally in a week you would have had 75,000 steps. This week you had 1,200. What's going? Because Fitbit Supreme is like free for 3 months, so I got it, and it's basically just Fitbit shaming you more. It's basically like, oh, Kathleen, you've got like about 20,000 steps less than you had last week. Maybe get up and do 500 just to get closer to your goal. Like, it's so fucking rude.
It has to adjust. The Fitbit has to adjust the time.
Well, that's why I got kettlebells.
I just can't wait. Because I just feel like kettlebells are a waste of time.
No, they're great. When I actually did CrossFit like years ago, when I could afford it, kettlebells were my favorite because I feel like it kind of like stretches you when you're doing it. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I have them. The only thing I'm worried about is that I'm gonna like lose my grip and it's gonna go into my TV or through a window. Like I'm gonna have an I Love Lucy moment without the budget. Like I'm gonna break something. And it's gonna be funny, but not because I won't be able to replace my television.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If there was a no sound exchange world, you'd be like, I'm in deep. And the sound exchange stuff is just weird.
Well, this is like literally probably the most perfect timing for sound exchange. Literally, like I think a lot of comics are going to be able to live a little bit longer because of sound exchange. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get sound exchange like this is too much, and then I think about all those times I've done a show for $100 or this, or even like for nothing, and then I'm like, no, this is finally payback for the club's paying us shit. Like, but then that won't last.
No,
it won't last.
It's nice when the one thing that you're like, wow, this pays really well, this is nice, is something that people are actively professional lawyers are actively trying to shut down right now as we speak.
I know they're totally trying to stop paying artists. Like there are teams of lawyers out there trying to figure out how to keep getting shit for free. It's just so greedy. If you have $100 million, relax. Like go away for a while. Stop working.
You'd want more though. If you had $100 million, you'd be like, look at these peasants.
But that's the problem. Yeah, of course I would want more because everybody would want more. But like, it's ridiculous that there are billionaires in this world. That's fucking it's so fucking ridiculous. And I am so excited for the rich to start being murdered. And I'm gonna hope that the Kardashians get killed first. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be amazing? Just like a public execution of the Kardashians. I mean that would get ratings. That would get President Trump. If you want some ratings, publicly execute the Kardashians.
You really don't like the Kardashians. The thing is, you can't really, you kill a billionaire and then you just create 2 more little weird, shitty billionaires. At least at least the original billionaire earned it. Now you're creating like two shitty.
Some of them didn't earn it though. Some of these billionaires did not earn a cent of it. It was passed on to them from years and years. That's the problem. And
you'd have to
I'm a
kill
hard worker. You go to your office.
Their whole family. You couldn't just kill a billionaire. You'd have to kill the billionaire's entire extended family. That's the hard part.
That's a lot of killing. But you know what? I think that regular people have a taste for blood right now.
They kind of do. Yeah, if you're a rich guy, this isn't a great time to be,
a celebrity? No, or even rich.
Yeah, you're not going to put a lot of and they're also they're still on vacation. Like rich people, if you own multiple properties,
yeah,
coronavirus is not that big of a deal. You just go to your beach house and stay there.
But some of them look like they're melting down in their mansions, and like, oh, this is so difficult. I hope you guys are okay. Like from their mansion in Malibu, and they're like, oh, this has been so hard for me and my family. I hope it's not as hard for you guys. And it's like, you have a fucking ballroom in your house. Like, I think you're gonna be okay. Fucking relax. You have like people still bringing you food, chewing it for you, and leaving it on the counter for you to eat. Like, they're fine. Kim Kardashian was on The View today, and they were like, we're gonna see how Kim Kardashian is coping. And I'm just like, nobody cares how Kim Kardashian is coping. Nobody anymore.
How is she coping?
She's fucking fine. She's fucking fine. And she's still worried about the prisoners. Like, she's still hawking all of her shit. That's the other thing. When people are like trying to sell their shit, they'll be like, we're going to donate 10% to the COVID fund or whatever it's called. But only if you purchase it and we take it out of your money, because I am not going to donate to this shit. Like, it's crazy.
We should start like a COVID-19 challenge.
Okay, what should the COVID-19 challenge be?
Well, you know how for ALS they did the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah.
We could do like a COVID-19 challenge where you do something stupid and then
you sneeze into someone's mouth.
Yeah, you could sneeze. Yep, sneeze in. Yeah, and then the person whose mouth you sneeze into, they have to sneeze into somebody else's.
Yeah. We shouldn't say this because somebody on the internet, like an influencer, did a COVID-19 challenge where she was like, lick a toilet seat.
Oh no, really? I'm
not even kidding. That is a real thing. And she got COVID-19. And the guy that did it also got it. Was that a yawn or a laugh? Yeah. And TikTok has been blowing up because everyone's bored. And like, it's actually a pretty good time killer. If you're with your family, you could make these stupid little videos. But I'm on TikTok, and the other day, all of a sudden, all these little kids started following me because sometimes I'll post dog videos that are cute. And then I went to their TikToks, and like little 8-year-old girl dancing and grinding around and like mouthing the words and like literally like eat my pussy. Like, I'm not kidding. Whoa. If you have kids on TikTok, you need to watch every fucking TikTok they put out there because I was just in shock that these kids had this shit online, and I'm like, this is the new Yahoo chat rooms for pedophiles. Because remember when Yahoo chat, there was like that whole, Barry Crimmins?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So how he basically took down Yahoo chat because he was a child of abuse, and he noticed that all these pedophiles were going into Yahoo chat rooms and getting kids that way. Pedophiles are going to be on TikTok looking at this horrifying shit. Like, it's fucking creepy as fuck. And I'm just like, this little girl's parents are not watching to see that her daughter's dancing around, grinding, talking about pussy.
That's the other thing too, is all you really need to do to find out who the pedophiles are is look for an internet savvy man.
See who's following all the kids?
Yeah. Well, and also like somebody who knows is internet savvy who shouldn't be. Yeah. Somebody who's like, he doesn't know much about much, but then he gets online and he can navigate his way through all of these social media stuff.
You're right.
This 58-year-old man is really good at navigating all these. Something's wrong.
This 50-year-old man is really good at TikTok because there is no 50-year-old man that is not a pedophile that's good at TikTok. It's just Some of them are just it really is a very interesting social experiment, that thing. It is fun to watch. I will literally watch it for 2 hours. I'm like, what just happened to me? I just watched videos for 2 hours, but it's like some of it's so cringy and some of it's actually funny. I don't know. It's a weird little app.
It's strange too, because you get to see like people like, okay, I'm gonna live stream, and I guess those are the people that actually like stand up, right? The comedians that are like, I'm gonna live stream.
Yeah.
I got to get something out of me or whatever, Like
All
for me,
of the live streams that I've done, which are 2, I got way too drunk or way too high for. I got to show you my shirt from my first live stream. I haven't watched it yet. We're going to go on a little walk because I drank like 2 bottles of wine in 45 minutes. And then like I watched it to make sure that I didn't like make a fool of myself. And I only a little bit did. But the next morning I woke up and there was like literally red wine all over my living room. Like I must have like spilled it everywhere. Because I was drinking Cry Juice.
Live stream on Cry Juice.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Because that was all I had. That's what it was. I didn't have anything but Cry Juice in the house. And then so this is like what tits McGee. This is hilarious. Can you see that?
Oh my god! Like it was just
Adam found full. I passed out on the floor. Like it was so stupid and funny though.
Oh my.
I mean, most people would call that like a down part of their life, but I enjoyed myself though. So.
Well, I guess
you've
been doing this for about an hour. Do you want to do your scratch and win?
Yeah, let's do a scratch and win. It's hard to do it one-handed. Did you see what I bought? Because remember how we talked about how I like to watch porn on my phone? Well, I've never watched on anything but my phone. Did you see the product I bought?
Oh yeah.
It's like a neck thing so that you can put it around your neck and then you just have your camera or your phone. Yeah. So I'm gonna, once I get it, I'll do a review.
Yeah, both of your witch punchers free.
This one has 10 scratchies.
Oh my god.
That's Which too many. Can you? Oh, how do I just scratch the barcodes? Okay, I got. Should I do all 10 and just scratch all the barcodes?
No, just one. Just do one.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't use the barcodes because I'm on my phone.
Oh, so yeah.
I'm just going to keep scratching. What are your plans for this week, Sean? What are you going to do in your isolation?
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep later and later, waking up later and later, like by 15 minutes every day.
Too. Like I used to get up at like 8 or 9. Now I'm like 11 a.m. And I'm like, what? This is not good. My body clock is changing.
Yeah, I watched season 3 of Ozark in one night. Went to sleep at like 7 a.m. and then now my whole schedule is completely screwed. I have some, but it's weird because I'm used to telling people I have time. Like when somebody's like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" and I'm like, "I don't have time for that," but now I can't. Never say I don't have time.
That excuse does not exist anymore.
As soon as somebody says, "Would you like to do this with me?" my instinct is to say, "Unfortunately, I don't have time for that." But like now, that excuse is out the window.
Yeah, that excuse is out the window.
Okay,
Adam has his thingy. Check it for us. He's gonna check out and then I'll just scratch all 10. And if I win, it's not a winner. But there's a guaranteed one in this package. So yeah, so next time we do this, I will. Are we gonna keep
Kathleen's face?
What? My face?
Your face was frozen.
Oh, it was frozen.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
Get
okay.
Closer to you.
Get closer to my router.
Well, that was a great episode of the podcast.
It was. I think we should keep doing these.
Yep.
I mean, if Jim's okay.
Well,
we'll just get better.
Next time we'll ask 20 questions to Jim.
Okay, we'll do that. Actually, can you add more than 3 people, Jim?
I think so, yeah.
Because
we could have guests.
This is a zoo in here.
We could have guests on here. Do you
I
know who
guess
likes our podcast? Mark Farrell. You know Mark Farrell is a very funny guy, East Coast. He was a writer on the Newsroom. He posted like that he loved it, even though he never made AAA headliner status, and I loved it. It was so funny.
He never made. Oh yeah, Mark Farrell. That's right. He wrote a bunch for this hour's 22 minutes, and
Yeah, he's very
That's fine.
funny. So he's
from
he likes
Calgary,
one episode
right?
at least. One
Well, he's
episode.
nothing like this episode. But whatever.
Maybe he will. Who knows?
They can't all be good.
No, this one was pretty good. This one we came up with girlfriend
Squirt
experience,
Devil.
cam girl. Yeah, the squirt
Chris-
devil.
Mattress Hall of Fame.
Mattress Hall of Shame.
Sean would hate art if he wasn't an artist.
And
Yeah,
I'm not an artist.
We make good podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for being on this one, guys.
Thanks for being on this one.
Yeah,
Thanks.
when I
Jim.
say that, it makes it sound like I set the whole thing up, even though I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, next episode
Thanks,
we do
guys.
20 questions with Jim.
Okay.
Take care of each other.
Happy
Bye-bye.
quarantine.
Love you.
Bye.